Je commence l'enregistrement. On est reparti pour la suite de Cathy Rain. J'avais dit que je baisserais la zik. Toc toc toc. On va la mettre au même volume que les voix, pour voir. Toujours attendre le clic pour faire défiler le texte, non. Un tout petit peu en dessous des voix. Eh, attention, la chatbox, hein. Moi, je refais défiler, moi. Voilà. Paf, allez hop, au revoir. Bon, ça me paraît bien. Là, vous entendez encore la zik? Je pense que c'est pas mal. Dictateur. Ah bah c'est pas une démocratie ici, hein. Eh ben, continuons ce jeu. Drôlement cool. Alors, je sais plus où est-ce qu'on est. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On a piraté l'enregistrement. Et on voudrait parler à un vieil homme très riche, qui a priori était un poteau du grand-père, si je me souviens bien. On doit être au jour 2 ou 3. Donc on a Aileen, on va lui parler.
It's just Eileen.
Merci. Merci Cathy, de ta sagacité.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Tu veux une clope?
Trust me, I've tried. E is the epitome of purity. No tobacco, no fast food, no alcohol. She basically rejects everything awesome.
Ok.
Any ideas about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
Beats me. Maybe he found what he was looking for. Or it found him.
Did you just quote a tagline from one of those cheesy horror novels?
Ah, j'allais le dire.
Maybe.
I wonder what was so special about Lily Myers. Well, besides her being a talented artist who drowned herself in a lake.
I bet there's some secret about her art. Let's hope Charles Wade has some answers.
What do you think of this cocky person?
Well, the nickname makes me think of, you know, boy parts.
Ah, c'est vrai qu'on n'a pas fait de sous-entendu
And
depuis
you
le
call
début.
yourself a Christian. So, what's your
Alors,
take on this Charles
Qu'est-ce que tu penses de
Wade?
Bruce Wayne?
I'm not sure.
Moi, je trouve que ça
He
pourrait être
sounded
Batman.
like a super nice guy on that tape, but media says that he's a ruthless businessman.
The tape is over 2 decades old. Maybe he's changed.
Either that or he is very different in his private life. Hard to know without actually seeing him.
Ok.
What do you think of Lily Myers' art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being recognized as an artist.
Ah oui, on a vu la
Yeah.
maman de
I doubt there was
de
ever a
Lily.
chance for that to happen. Wade bought everything shortly after she died. I only got a chance to see this one picture. Wasn't all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Quelque chose
Yeah,
écrit à
maybe.
l'encre. À l'encre sympathique. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut lui montrer dans notre merdier? Ah, toi qui es...
Have a look at this brochure, E.
Une nouvelle
Yeah, what
église?
about it?
Est-ce que tu veux que
Notice
Jésus
anything
comble
out
ton
of the
vide?
ordinary?
Yeah, the logo looks a bit unusual with the 3 orb thingies. Normally, the Holy Trinity is symbolized by 3 overlapping circles, or a triangle-shaped knot. This is different from that.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, mais oui. Dis donc. Ces trois symboles, on les a vus sur la photo. Les 3 orbes lumineux des extraterrestres.
I found this old picture of Grandpa at my grandparents' place.
That's nice. He looks really happy there.
Yep. I wonder what made him leave the Air Force.
He was in a war, you know? That kind of thing tends to scar people for life.
I suppose.
Ok. J'ai pas un autre merdier à te montrer.
I don't need to show her that.
J'ai pas récupéré une photo.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Okidoki. Mais j'ai imprimé, non? Page imprimée. Ah, je les ai pas récupérées de la dernière fois.
I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway. Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I
Voilà.
picked up yesterday.
Le logo. Le logo de ces abrutis. Photo restaurée.
A printed picture of the strange smoky lights. It appears to have been taken somewhere in Conwell Woods. Now that I look at them, they remind me of something I picked up yesterday. Ugh, I feel strange just looking at them.
Si on la combine avec les... ça.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar to the smoky lights. I might have to visit them after all.
C'est un coup des créationnistes.
Hey, E, come check this out.
Hmm? Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now,
C'est les
that's
elfes de la
just
nuit.
silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
D'accord. T'as une amie gothique. Ah. Est-ce que c'est la personne qui fait des câlins aux arbres? C'est une vraie sexualité qui existe, je crois. Hein. Bon, est-ce qu'elle est pas un petit peu spéciale, ton amie?
Isn't that the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm?
Oh, come on. That was just a phase.
C'était une
Trust
phase.
me,
Je
I've been
redeviens
through
normal.
every phase in the book. That definitely isn't one of them.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Ah, je crois
Well,
qu'on l'a
my
vexé.
side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit.
Je vais aller voir Morgane.
Hey,
Hey!
so any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what?
Oh.
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
Est-ce que c'est le monsieur du... Est-ce qu'on laisse sonner? Allez. C'est qui? Allô? Ah. Allô? Je décroche.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Oh, bonjour.
Speaking.
Vous m'avez mal parlé la dernière fois.
This is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Vous voyez quand vous voulez. Ah, en rajouter. On peut jouer full connasse. Non, bah écoutez, voilà, faisons table rase du passé. Allons de l'avant. Donc, pour rappel, elle a eu un message trafiqué de ma part avec la voix de son patron qui disait « Rappelle Cathy ». Et qu'elle m'avait parlé un peu comme... Elle m'avait même pas considéré au final, même pas comme une humaine. Non, je vais quand même... Allez.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Allez. Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez me dire sur...
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once, and when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and
Ah, la
laughing
guerre, hein.
together. In a way,
Bras dessus,
Joseph
bras dessous.
became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask, why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth.
Ah, l'argent.
Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
Ouais. À propos de cette petite fille...
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing.
Ouais, mais vous avez acheté
But
tous
other
ces...
than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Ah si, si, si. À propos de ce...
Do
ce
you
kaki.
recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
Je me souviens de personne d'assez bien monté. À propos de votre papa.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes.
C'est
It's
étrange,
like
ça.
he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Vous voulez dire qu'il est juste dans mon patelin? Ah, voilà, ça c'est un problème de pointeur de... Oh, petit bug. C'est un problème de pointeur informatique, ça.
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind.
Il a fallu que je
let me tell
clique.
you that. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
C'est un robot, comme nous tous. À propos de Jésus et du comblage de vide, est-ce que vous voulez...
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really.
Genre
They
des
seem
petits
like a
gris.
typical church to me.
Des églises, des petits gris, tout ça. Est-ce que je peux te parler de mon merdier? Non. Tant pis. Bon bah merci madame.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
Waouh, vous êtes bien gentille. Bonne
All right.
journée. Bisous.
Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
C'est pratique, hein, j'aurais pas 500 km à faire. Ça c'est la photo. Ah oui. Je vais juste regarder ça.
It's a bright red flower of some kind. Could be a long shot, but I've never seen a flower like that. Maybe finding out.
Ouais, donc c'est pas loin de... La
That was
fleur pousse
Erica
pas loin.
Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you are returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
Faire un petit Monopoly. Une tape sur le cul et au lit. Cette nuit, Cathy. Rêve. Oh. Oh là là.
Turn your pawn into a queen. Is that the plan, buddy boy?
What?
You know me. I'm always playing the long game. Old
C'est Monsieur
friend.
Propre?
That may be, but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen, then your knight. All that matters is the king.
C'est vrai.
Illusional as always. The king is dead.
Vive le roi.
Long live the king.
Bim.
Check.
Ok. Est-ce que je pouvais... Si ça se trouve, je pouvais examiner la pièce. 27 septembre 95, jour 3. On va sauvegarder.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Bon, ça va, n'en fais pas tout un plat. Hein.
Oh,
C'était
you.
juste un
Don't be
mot.
a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been
Des
going
enlèvements
on.
d'enfants.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
C'est Roswell.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Ok, alors sauvegarder déjà. Day 3. Ouf. Ok, alors oui, si j'appuie sur espace, j'ai tous les points d'interaction. Mais on va essayer de ne pas l'utiliser, hein, bien sûr. Déjà, reparler à madame.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like an okay bunch to me. Just your regular old Christians. My kind of crowd.
That's just it. They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo,
Et
too.
ce logo avec cet œil
It
au
could
milieu.
just be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a triangle.
I don't believe in coincidences, E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain. Captain Rain of the USS Dignity. Here to save the galaxy.
Oh, please, kill me now.
Afficher passage.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I thought it might help you find the place where that picture was taken.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Ok,
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
je vais lire la page.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause
Les hallucinations
hallucinations
en
in
cas de-
concentrated amounts.
Oh.
Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Ah mais c'est... C'est Resident Evil.
Eileen gave me this. Might contain useful information if I come across a specimen.
Bientôt on va apprendre que ça transforme les gens en virus, en zombies.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
On va aller voir un vieux
Okie
monsieur.
dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Si je ne suis pas de retour ce soir, c'est que je suis morte. Oh, 2 lieux. Waouh, 3 lieux. Oh là là. Bon, on va d'abord voir le vieux monsieur. Donc la clinique privée, l'église. On va aller voir le père machin chose. Et la réserve naturelle dans laquelle il y aurait des plantes fossiles rouges. Faire les choses dans l'ordre. Clinique communautaire de Conwell Springs. C'est écrit en français. Ah, c'est notre ami de Vomito. C'est vrai que c'est un petit peu la Bretagne. Hein. On est dans le fin fond du Morbihan. 2017. Poubelle. Oh, on va... Qu'est-ce qu'il y avait là-dedans?
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Mais non, il vient de fouiller. Clochard. On connaît pas ton nom.
It's that homeless guy who helped me
Ah si,
distract
c'est
Lenny.
Lenny. Ah non. Ouais. Salut.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
Ah bon?
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Pourquoi?
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
Non.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Goober.
All right.
Enchanté.
I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Me casse pas les noix. Consultez les notes. Consultez les notes. Ah. Bon, écoute, raconte-moi ta vie passionnante.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name.
C'est
Surely
Frankie
you must have
Vincent.
heard of me.
Not
Frankie
really,
Gold, ça fait
no.
très acteur porno.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
C'est moi dans 10 ans. Ah, c'est Coquille. Ah, c'est Coquille. Mais oui, peut-être bien. Carrière dans le showbiz. Ça
So,
rejoindrait.
tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Le silence des agneaux. Le silence du lino. Non, la vessie de Jacob, ça fait très... Enfin, ça fait porno, mais c'est parodie de l'échelle de Jacob, certainement. Mais c'est très Golden Shower, hein. Surprise habituelle. Et coiffeur né. Tueur né, sûrement, mais surprise habituelle, je l'ai pas. On va les faire dans l'ordre, hein.
Tell me about the silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate
Lambert.
agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all.
Oh, ça a l'air très
He
chiant comme
marries
film.
his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Ouais, je veux bien te croire.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man
Oh.
who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly,
Jenny.
before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior.
C'est pas du tout l'échelle de Jacob. Hein.
After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Oh, c'est dégueulasse.
Give me the rundown on the usual
Je sais même pas pourquoi on lui
surprises.
demande ça.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of a 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic
Tout
seizure.
le monde meurt.
I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Ça va presque être... c'est presque le meilleur. Ah, voilà, elle a le même raisonnement. Je vais d'abord demander coiffeur né, après je lui demande pourquoi tout le monde crève. Tout le monde crève.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair.
Oh.
Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Faut pas t'étonner que si t'es Clodo maintenant.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Ah, c'est un second couteau. C'est c'est qui le mec qui meurt tout le temps? Sean Paul? Non, pas... Oh, Sean Paul, non. Celui qui meurt tout le temps au cinéma. Boromir. Sean Penn. Non, pas du tout.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Ce n'est pas du genre que...
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Doit être sa seule amie, le pauvre.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What?
Je te sens désespéré,
Tell me.
toi.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted
Tu vas la chier, ta
by
chiasse.
aliens.
I should have known better.
C'est le premier qui
I
me le
saw
dit.
it,
Hein.
man, a big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war.
La guerre en
But I'm
80.
telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
C'est Vandame, en fait.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Ah, sans l'expérience.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother? Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Ok.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Branque. Est-ce que tu veux que Jésus comble ton vide?
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
À propos de ses
What
invocations.
kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Wait.
Not really, I
Non.
tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
Alright, I might do that.
Isaac, si c'est le mec qui m'a filé les
Do you know anything about this flower?
prospectus.
It's red?
Enlightening.
Ok, merci.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai, I know what I'm talking
Ah,
about.
il a tout vu, il a tout
They
fait
used to
celui-là.
call
hein.
me Dunk Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Maylin and Little
petit.
Pig.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
Ouais. Bon,
I don't need to show him that. Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Regarde comme un
Yeah.
jambon. ouais.
What about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Prospagnosie.
I don't need to show him that.
Ok. Tu veux une
Want
clope?
a smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian
La
diet.
vache. Il est inventif. Hein.
I don't need to show.
T'écoutes Taser?
I could, but only if I had a really good reason.
Je suis impatient de l'utiliser ce machin.
I don't need to.
Ok. Bah merci mon gars.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
So,
What about it?
Bon, ça j'ai tout vu.
oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Ta gueule.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Bon, ça m'a l'air bon. Bonjour.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
Oh,
No
magazine.
thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. I can't read it from here. A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Ok.
Was expecting
Tu veux nager la
plastic,
brasse
but
dans les plantes
this looks
vertes?
like a real plant.
Je vais utiliser l'ordi.
Pretty
Poussez-vous,
sure she
madame.
would object to that.
Bonjour.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest.
3 ans d'études pour ça.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey,
Allô?
nurse!
Désolé, je te réveille.
Yeah?
Oh, t'as une sale gueule. Petit sourire. Ah, alors. Est-ce qu'on joue en mode connasse? Après, on ne vous paye pas assez, ça c'est... C'est celle-là surtout qui... Non, la deuxième qui est surtout... Oh, détester son job, c'est... Vite dit, elle peut passer une mauvaise journée. Alors, vous voulez plus d'argent?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
Ah.
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Un petit sourire.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Oh là là.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
J'aurais peut-être dû être gentil avec elle. On va demander à... Madame, c'est encore moins.
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Oh, j'ai la créativité. Tiens, coup de taser.
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
Bah non, si on va assez vite. Tu veux une clope?
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Oh là là, et en plus tu me juges. Bon, on va demander à notre bon ami. Goober.
Hey, doofus.
Est-ce que tu veux regagner 7 $?
Oh, hi.
Performance en direct. Bah c'est ça.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best. The very best.
I wanna
You
be
know,
the very
that nurse in there,
best.
she
C'est
said she
Pokémon.
loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was...
Elle a envie de moi, c'est sûr.
But her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Ah merde, je me souviens plus. Attends. Le mieux c'est quoi? L'épilepsie. Ah, je sais plus les trucs. Il y en a un des 4 où il meurt d'épilepsie. C'était... Non, ça c'est la rupture, rupture des reins de la vessie. Ah, je sais plus. C'est pas celui-là, donc c'est pas la vessie de Jacob. surprises. Surprise habituelle. Parce que disons que s'il fait l'épilepsie, c'est plus facilement gérable, peut-être. Et encore, ou alors il faudrait qu'il meure carrément. On le tue, on lui fait un coup de taser, il fait une vraie crise d'épilepsie. Allez, surprise.
How about the usual surprises?
Business as usual.
Au pire, on refera. Salut, madame. Ah, au secours! Ah, mon Dieu! Un monstre!
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Ah.
I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Bon, bah, c'est pas ça. C'était pas ça.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Je veux le taser. On a eu rien à foutre.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
T'es un petit peu con quand même, hein.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
On va le faire dans l'ordre. Hein.
Probably The Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
Ah, je peux la taser quand elle regarde le spectacle.
How Consuelo. How I wish I could speak. I have so many things
Allez.
left to say.
Allez.
My
Ah, il va
chest
pas aimer.
It can't
Mon
be-
cœur.
It wouldn't match his symptoms.
Thank you, thank you. You've been
Ah.
a great audience.
Bon, c'était peut-être un... Ok, donc c'était bien l'épilepsie, mais c'est lui qu'il faut que je... Bon, à propos de ce clodo qui vient là, depuis deux...
Again?
C'est pas
No,
moi, hein.
thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Je suis... Sors. Donc on va refaire l'épilepsie, et on va le taser. Désolé Goober. Hein.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another?
Sure.
Donc
How
surprise
about
habituelle.
the usual surprises?
Business as
Allez. Je suis désolé Goober. Je suis désolé.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon?
Désolé.
Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Oh.
Nurse, he's seizing. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Il faut que je travaille.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to
Ouais,
make it
le
up to the
pauvre.
poor
Je
guy
vais lui
later.
redonner 7 $. Allez. On va vite utiliser l'ordinateur. Oh merde. On va essayer 1 et 1. Ça ne marche pas.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Ah, attends. Ah, ça ne marche pas. Mendez. « 1991. Nom d'utilisateur incorrect. C.Mendez. Carlita.
A calendar from 1991.
Calendrier de 91, ça doit être
Guess
ça.
they really liked that year. Employee of the month,
Avec
Carlita
la majuscule.
Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse. Rows and columns of files.
utilisateur. Mendez. Fichtre. Bon. Tant pis, on monte direct. On va voir. Ça se trouve, on n'a pas besoin.
Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Tu les fais toutes. Dossier.
A
Ah, il y a
computer.
peut-être...
They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Ah, tu peux pas faire comme tout le monde, avoir un scotch avec un papier.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations. No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
Je sais plus c'était quoi le standard au campus, c'est
Employee
première
of the
lettre.
month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
C'était première lettre du prénom, puis le nom. Donc, Carlita. Mendez. 1991. Nope. Sans les majuscules. Nope. Ah, voilà, c'est Mendez. Employé du mois. Mot de passe incorrect. On va lui mettre aussi le même mot. Oula, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah, c'est mon curseur. Mot de passe incorrect. C'est vrai qu'ils ont le même standard de session partout, de login partout.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a...
Peut-être 0. 4-0. Un, 2, 3, 4. Son propre prénom. La crise d'épilepsie elle va être finie là. C'est pas 1991 je ne sais pas. Peut-être dans la poubelle. Quelque chose là-bas? Oh, il y a des choses là-bas. Non? Sortir.
Yep, it's full of Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
T'aurais pu me donner ton mot de passe, hein? c'est marrant, le 9 sur mon clavier il marche pas. Je suis pas en AZERTY pourtant. C'est Mendes? Non. Je suis un peu bloqué là. Le mot de passe, c'est mot de passe? Oh, ça tient. Parce qu'on la connaît pas, on n'a pas de... On n'a pas d'indice. Enfin, une petite sauvegarde. On joue un peu aux experts là au final. Les experts.
No thanks. Women's Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Peut-être son prénom et l'année. Connasse. Bitch. Non, ça marche pas. Carlita 1991. Ça marche pas. Mendez 1991. Ça marche. Non. Deux fois. Non plus. Je vais quand même pas retourner voir Aileen. Oh, si, hein. Alors j'appuie sur espace, voir si j'ai loupé un truc. J'ai rien loupé. C'est embêtant. Y'a pas un téléphone? Comment ça, y'a pas un téléphone? On est dans un accueil d'une clinique.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Après j'ai deux autres lieux à faire, mais le pauvre qui fait une crise d'épilepsie... complètement bloqué. Après on n'a pas de moyen de... Je vois pas. Je veux dire, si c'est pas 1991, on n'a aucun moyen de le deviner ce mot de passe. Isaac.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Isaac.
Kathy.
À propos de l'histoire avec
Kathy
votre
Rain,
maman.
but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Bon, on est parti.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say
Tiens,
that,
c'est
no.
bizarre ça.
He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride, and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Ok.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue.
Les
All I know
hormones.
is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Ok. Et mon prêtre, à propos de Coquille.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Ok.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now.
Oh, la
in
balance.
medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even
Ouais, s'il
men
vous
like
plaît.
Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Vous me direz dans quelle chambre il est. Parce que j'arrive pas à pirater l'ordi de l'infirmière.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers' art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
Ouais, sinon il y aurait
An
pas de jeu.
unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
Ils sont peut-être faits
I
avec des
wouldn't
cœurs
read too
humains.
much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Ouais. Alors, est-ce que Jésus a comblé ton vide depuis toutes ces années?
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one.
Ah, j'en
This
doute pas une
church was
seconde.
founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took
Il
me
essayait
and
de
my
tuer son
brother to live
fils.
with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
Ils fondèrent
I take it
Microsoft.
that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany.
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983.
83.
That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
C'est 2
I
ans
take it
après.
that the church started
l'accident.
declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Je vous assure, hein, on a encore des sous.
Looks kinda empty to me.
Voilà.
It's
Tous ces
not
gens hors
really our
champ.
peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
Est-ce que vous êtes un
I'm going to
commerçant?
assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Ouais. Ouais. Moi, je pense que ce qu'il te faut, c'est une petite clope.
I don't need to show him that.
Un petit coup de
I
taser.
sincerely doubt it will come to that. Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Do you know what this key opens?
Elle ouvre mon cœur.
I'm afraid not, my child.
My child.
I don't need to show him that.
Ok.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church. Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Wow. La nonchalance du type.
That's all I need for now, Father.
Ok.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Ok. Bon, je vais couper la vidéo là, faire une petite pause. Ça fait 56 minutes. Faire une petite pause, préparer un café, aller aux toilettes.